Hey guys, it's Andrew and Eugene back for week 6 of the Freedom Profits blueprint that we're going with. Eugene, we had last week, we ran ads. Eugene did a stellar job on week 5 of showing how we ran ads. And this week we're going to talk about more on the follow-ups and copywriting and all that kind of stuff. So it's going to be really good one. So again, as Eugene always says, bring your pen and paper ready for this one because it's going to be a good one to take notes for. How you doing, G? How's it going, Eugene?
Yeah, I'm doing great, and thanks, Andrew, for the introduction. Yeah, so we're back to week 6, and with ManyChat and Jumper's follow-up sequence, and then next week will be the final week where we go through, tweaking Facebook ads. So let's get the ball rolling.
Sure.
Yep. So let's see. Okay. So what will you learn this week? So it's, we explained before, on ManyChat and Jumper follow-up sequences. So pretty much when you already set up all your ads, your ManyChat message sequence. So what can you do after? Or what type of copywriting can you do? Can you split test your copywriting? So we'll go through that in this presentation. So this is just an FYI, what the universal motivation that you want to work around it. So pretty much this is the universal motivation for people. So people always want to be wealthy, they want to be popular. They want to be, beautiful or good looking. They want to have love and a relationship, intimacy, definitely, security and certainty as well. Freedom or having more free time, and also they want to be healthy. So when you want to focus on your messaging around these motivations, just so it would trigger them to reply, to engage with your post, with your messaging. So what's the problem, what's the number one problem that people do with the messaging? This message is way too long, like customers don't want to read an essay, before they make a purchase. If they want to read, they will always get an ebook. They want to, you want to jump straight into it, keeping it really short. So this is the number problem that I always notice with messages that I receive, or even emails that you receive. When it's too long, people don't want to read it. People jump through it, skim through it, straight into the trash. And what's problem number 2? I think Keynote stuck.
Okay.
Yep. So what's problem number 2? Your message is way, it sounds too generic. Typical really salesy message that you receive, say, we have the best pencil sharpener, for example, or you need to own the world's best waterproof shoes, or something along those lines. When your messaging is too generic, people can relate it to other brands that they receive, messaging that they receive every day, and they'll just they won't read it. They'll just go through it and straight in the trash. And what's problem number 3? So so your message sounds too markety, and so for example, and too salesy. So you won't be able to sell unless you have built rapport, built trust, branding trust, for example, with potential customers. So before you do that, don't try to sound too markety or too salesy. It's not going to work. And what's problem number 4? Way too many questions in your message or in the messaging. So for example, I'm sure you have experienced this yourself, when someone's asking you way too many questions, and please don't do this to your customers. You don't want them to do too much thinking work when they read your message. Just one question, straight to the point, because just remember that every single message that you send through, there's always only one goal that you want to achieve, and there's always one question that you want to ask. So keep it really simple and only one question. And problem number 5 is that your message has no clear value proposition. Does your product help people save time? Does your product help them getting the benefits that they solve their problem? What benefits will they get from using your product? Pretty much your value proposition has to be really strong and firm, just so people will buy into that and then reply your message. Sorry. Oh man, Keynote.
Slow going.
Cool. And what's the solution? So number 1 solution mentioned before, keep it short and sweet. Keep it really simple as well. And just similar to the example that we did earlier in the webinar when we asked, do you walk your dog during the day or at night? So something really simple that will engage with customers. And also solution number 2, keep it relevant as well. It has to be relevant, else you lose your customers' attention. And for example, we're selling LED nighttime for pet color, and hence the follow-up message that we use is do you and your dog love walkies at night? I'll go back to the ManyChat once we finish this, and I'll show you a couple of things, follow-ups, a message sequence that we use. And the 3rd solution is you need to find a commonality between you and your customers. And for example, if you're selling in the pet industry, and then make sure that like we did our targeting for Facebook, they have to own a pet. If they don't own any pet, they don't own any dogs, pretty sure they will not buy your products.
Right.
And oh man,
3.
Cool. So let's go back to the post that we did earlier. I'll show you the messaging and how auto-response, opt-in actions that we use, the copywriting for the messages. So this is a Facebook post. Remember, so do you walk your dog during the day or night? Really simple question, answer 3 types. Day, A day, B night, C both. And then we have the PS and the PPS as well. So when you do this, you probably notice people sharing this as well, just so that they get an extra 5 entries to win the giveaway. And so when people reply, people actually commented on the post, this is the message they will automatically receive from Facebook. So hi, Andrew, good question. Do you and dog love walkies at night? Give me a yes in the comment box below if you both do. Again, keep it simple. You don't type anything that is too long. And for example, like, you even like say some people want to put in like, hi, Andrew, congratulations, you joined the competition giveaway, and we'll announce it by so-and-so. And then quick question, do you and the dog love walkies at night? You might think that you're providing more information that they've joined the giveaways, but it's actually not, because it's too draggy. So you just want to jump straight to the point, jump straight to it. A quick question, this, and then bang. Also, you need to point them in the right direction to, give me a yes, comment yes, reply with yes, or no, or something else. Or dog reply comment, comment doggy in the comment box below. People need instruction, and you realize sometimes even though you give them instructions, they'll still put in the different messaging.
That's for sure. Yeah, that's for sure. We've seen that.
Yeah, exactly. And so That's why we have a opt-in actions as well, to sort of pre-qualify them again. So in the opt-in actions, or you can really want to pre-qualify, you can use this function right here. So send only to users who reply with a keyword. So you can say, click this, and you can have the opt-in message to send out for anyone who actually reply with the keyword. Either keyword is yes or the keyword is dog, depending on what your preferences is. So if you're looking here, opt-in option, thanks for the answer. Would you like to see how you can keep you and your dog safe on nighttime walks? And then just click the yes button, yes please button. So again, you want to direct people to click on the button, or to, the best way is to click on the button just so they don't have to type it out. So when they click on it, when they click on the button, you can either drive them to, a website, or because we're using Jumper. Yep. So okay, awesome, Andrew. Just click on the button and to see this, and we can go, and you can say, mention it. Okay, you get both free. It's $21, and then you only pay for shipping. And again, you need to direct them to click on the button, and once they do, then let me show you, and then which we'll use the hashtag for once you set up from Jumper. When you put in the hashtag, and it automatically will display the product's information from your Jumper settings. So this is basically like the messaging that you can do in the copywriting. So keep in mind to really keep it simple. And this is also a functionality for you to broadcast a message to your audiences, your subscribers that you have built up. So for example, when you have a product launch, when you do a product launch, you can send a message to your subscribers. Hey, so hey Andrew, we'll launch a product, or we'll plan to launch this product in so and so. If you're interested, type in yes, count me in, or something along those lines. So when you can use the broadcasting when you have new products that you're going to launch, or when you are having a sale or promotion, say for example Christmas sales or Black Friday sales. Pretty much how you would use this, and how you would broadcast your email to your email list. So this is basically the copywriting message sequence that you can use with ManyChat. And in the next webinar, I'm gonna walk you through tweaking and analyzing the ads, your Facebook ads that were running before, how you can adjust the budget, the audience, your placements as well, and also even the country. You can really tweak it and make it more highly targeted. And if you want to create another post, split testing to get different results, we'll go through that in the next webinar. So as always, I like to leave you with something a little more motivation. So you want to strive for progress, not perfection. Work on your copywriting. If it doesn't work, you're not getting the result that you want, tweak it a little bit, change your messaging, look at the examples online that you can find, Google with some examples, and keep on tweaking it until you get a winning campaign. So thank you all for watching, and be sure to tune into our last webinar where we go through Facebook ads on how you can tweak it.
Cool, awesome. Well, that was thanks. Well, that was awesome. By the way, it was a great webinar, of course, as always. It was interesting. I learned quite a bit, copywriting and all that kind of stuff, which is really important. So cool. All right. Well, the next one will be happening next week. So I look forward to that one. That should be awesome.
Cool.
Great. So we'll talk to you next week, Eugene.
Cool. Thanks, Andrew.
Okay, thanks. Week. Bye.
Bye.